Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to Kingdom Health Connections Health Check, where you can stop, take a minute, check in on you. I'm so delighted to be here today with my special guest, Marcus. As you know, Health Check is sponsored by Kingdom Health Connections. Kingdom Health Connections is a health promotional resource center where it's all about helping you, encouraging you to connect to a healthier lifestyle so you could create the culture of health, wellness, and healing for you and your entire family. I pray everyone is blessed today. So delighted to have Marcus today here on the live. Oh my goodness. You know, Marcus, you blessed me. And this is what I want to share today. The testimony that Marcus shared with me probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, just in passing. Marcus, can you go ahead and just share that testimony? What happened?
I got you. Let me elaborate a little bit.
Yes, take your time.
Basically, I was on Facebook one day, just scrolling, you know how we all scroll on Facebook.
Yeah.
And then Vanessa's Kingdom Health Connections popped up. And I saw it was about Mediterranean food diets. And I was like, okay, I like that. I always want to go to Mediterranean, you know, go on a cruise and stuff like that. They have good food. And so I watched the video and I ended up watching the whole thing. And it just inspired me about how to eat right, the foods that we're supposed to be eating, like the vegetables, the veggies, the fruits, the things that we often don't consume on a day-to-day.
Yeah.
And so basically what that had did for me, I just thought, I was like, no, this is the moment right now where I need to like change. I need to change right now. I already have done it in the past where, like, you know, you're off and on. I was like, no, this is the moment I watched this video. This is my sign to change. So I made the change to start eating better. I immediately started getting my spinach in the mornings.
He changed right away, y'all.
Exactly.
You wasn't waiting.
Exactly.
I remember when you told me, Marcus, you said, today is the day. This is a sign. Let's do it. Go
exactly.
ahead.
I went and got my spinach, my berries, my bananas, all the fruits and vegetables. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make this point to eat this every morning, along with waking up at 5 in the morning, you know, obviously to pray as well, and to eat right and to exercise before I go to work. So I just started doing that, and then immediately I noticed a difference. I noticed that I just had obviously a lot more energy. I had a lot more like commitment to things. I noticed like my face started clearing up. I noticed like my life in general started clearing up, because I tend to do a lot, as we all do. Like a lot of people in ministry tend to do. You do a lot, you work, you do outside of things, outside of church as well. And we can't really expect God to use us to how we want to be used. And we're like half broken down, you know, like spirit of infirmity, like we've been learning at church. Yeah. And if you have that, like, you gotta fight against that, and you need to get some health inside of you.
Right.
So I noticed that very quickly with the vegetables and fruits coming in me. And I also just even realized that I had a lot more like clarity, like with God. I could hear God more. I could focus on everything more. I just had more strength. I just realized, like, okay, this is the hardest part of my day. Like eating these vegetables right now, exercising all before you go to work. That's the hardest part of my day.
Yeah, that's discipline.
Exactly. And it made it just easier to do other things as well. Like I started succeeding better at work. I was just like, okay, this is easy. Like I already have the nutrients I need to further myself throughout the day. I'm going to be solid. And I didn't have anything to worry about. I just felt like a whole sense of clarity came over me.
Wow.
I felt like my mind opened up. I felt like just healthier in general. And also I turned away from like the bad things. Like, as they always say, if you fill yourself with the good things, you just immediately start to lose the taste for like the sweets. You start to lose the taste for like the greasy foods. This is like you kind of have an aversion, especially when you start exercising, because it's like you eat it and your body's like, we don't do this anymore.
Right.
So, so I felt that.
I can testify to that. Yes.
I felt that, and it was just an overall experience. And I'm thankful for the video, because most of all, it just took me to like the Bible, where it's like, okay, Garden of Eden. There was no bagels, donuts, chocolate in the Garden of Eden.
You mean manufactured things?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. It was all fruits and vegetables. Like that's what God gave to us.
Manufactured by God.
Exactly.
Wow.
He made that for us.
Not even manufactured, created.
Exactly. Give us fruit, give us the fuel. He knows what we need to survive. So that's why he gave that to us. And so it's like we just choose not to eat it, as we do a lot of things. But so that took me to that, and I just really thought about like, okay, this is what God wants us to consume. He wants us to consume it for a reason. It's not bad for us. It might taste a little different at first because we're used to certain things, but it's really what we need. And I learned that what we need is your Mediterranean diet, your fruits and vegetables, and you will see the fruits from that. Literally, no pun intended.
Wow. Yes.
You'll see the fruits from that.
That's so good. Yes.
And yes.
Wow. So when we get back to the original design for what's good for our bodies, we actually experience the fruit of it. The fruit being what I heard you say, clearer skin, We feel more energized, we're focused, our mind is clear. And not only that, does it help us in our physical body, but also, you know what? Our spirit man is able to receive what God is saying. You know, sometimes we feel sluggish, we feel tired, we feel fatigued because maybe we did have donuts. Now, these things aren't, you know, we're not coming against certain things. Moderation, exactly.
Balance.
Doesn't mean that you'll never be consuming them, but if this is the mainstay of how we've been eating, and sometimes we need to become aware, because we may think this is not the mainstay of how we're eating, but we're having it every day. It's the mainstay of what we've been eating, right? And we feel different. You know, we may feel the highs and lows. Emotionally, we might start to feel low, down, depressed, groggy. And then we start to have a lack of belief, because now our chemistry is going against our spirit man, and where's God at? And we lose hope. Sometimes it's because we done ate too much bagels or donuts. You know what I mean? And I myself have been able to testify of feeling better, feeling clearer, eating the way God designed us to eat, right? Eating more fruits, eating more veggies, so that we can not only connect with him more, but also be able to connect with whatever it is that we have to do in life. I just loved your testimony. I mean, he got me so hyped. I said, okay, after I talk with him, I'm gonna put this one down and put this one down, and we're gonna continue to do this lifestyle, because it's a lifestyle. Now, have you continued with it, and have you continued? I'm not asking about perfection.
Listen, you see the gains?
Oh,
you see the gains? I've been exercising. We got the spinach like Popeye. Listen, don't play. But one thing, actually, Vanessa, that you just said made me think. So, like, obviously, we know the enemy attacks your mind. I'm going to bring it biblical real quick. So, like, the enemy attacks your mind. So how can we expect to be ready to forge off those attacks if your mind is clouded with all this crazy stuff? Like, you really can't do that. Like, you're just going to unequip yourself. You have to, like, have that fuel to be able to do what you got to do. Like, you don't drive your car with no gas.
Wow.
Like, it just doesn't make sense. So you really got to have that. But yes, because I've been consistent, so it's been good. And even I go to the grocery store right after church, because you know sometimes if you get tempted, you want to get some other stuff. But it's like, I just had a good word, so I was like, let me go to the grocery store now, so I don't buy anything that I don't want. And so that's another reason that's helped me to stay consistent too. And then other people notice it too in your actions. So that's another good push to keep you going. Because like even though when it's hard and it's annoying, but it's like other people like notice, you're like, okay, so it is really making a difference, and so it's good.
Yes. So I wanted to have you on because I was so inspired by your testimony, and I thought it was awesome. And I said, if he inspired me and encouraged me, to continue on and do lives and continue on, and with even my own personal changes that I've made, I'm like, you're gonna help so many other people. So I applaud you. Thank you for tuning in.
No problem.
And it's good to hear and to know that there's fruit of even what I've been doing, being on lives and encouraging others and helping you even to connect to a healthier lifestyle. Even if it was a seed was planted, and you know what? You began to water that thing and grow, and now you're seeing the fruits of it.
Exactly.
So God be the glory. So I'm so delighted. Yes. I'm so delighted to have you on tonight, or today rather, whether you're catching this in the morning, you're catching this on the replay. Go ahead, like and share. Let's share this encouragement and this motivation with others too as well. We want to help you to connect to a healthier lifestyle. Be blessed, everyone. So delighted to have you, Marcus.
Thank you.
And continue to share how this has benefited you. The changes you've made for yourself have benefited you as well, because it'll encourage so many others as well. Be blessed, everyone. Have a good day. Later.
Out.